Okay, while we're on a quick break from the Duelist Cup, let's take a look at these overframes, which of course is an announcement that I've been waiting for a long time. And just to preface why I think this is so important is of course because it's not just like that I'm hoping that these cards look nice, which spoilers, they are hella nice. We're gonna take a look at some in a moment, but I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh product needs to be a little bit better, especially core booster sets, and we're gonna get to that in a second, because Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of lacking chase cards. I mean, Starlights are cool, but it's like, you know, mostly even more expensive versions of already expensive cards, because like the higher rare cards get like a Starlight print and whatnot. And I'm like, you know, I would like there to be like a basic version of a card and then like a super fancy one. So, this is what alt arts do in a lot of other card games. You know, alternative artworks or full arts or however you want to call them in other card games do a lot of things, and they make the games way more collectible. And that's what I'm really hoping for Yu-Gi-Oh! And a game being collectible is good for the player base because it makes the cheaper versions of cards, well, cheaper, usually more affordable, because the high end is the stuff that soaks up some of the value in opening a box. It makes product more fun to open if you can hunt for cards like these, and so on and so forth. So we've gone over why I think this is very important for the future of the game. So now let's take a look at how they look. And as you can already see here, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, which these are not the vanilla monsters. These are retrains. However, I don't want to go ahead and read, like, in the beginning, they even censored the effect on these. From what I've heard, they are pretty good. But if we go over every single effect of every single new card, that's gonna, like, I need to get back to the Duelist Cup. But I mean, I personally, I have a favorite between these two. I think the Dark Magician is sick. By the way, Farfa tweeted this picture of it, which appeared on stream, and I think if you look at it from this perspective, dude, this card is nice. This is a nice looking Yu-Gi-Oh card, man. They got a fancy frame as well. They got some nice hollow pattern. This is, I think this holds up to like some of the high rare stuff that other card games have. Like, this is awesome. So really happy about that. But they hit us with more. They hit us with a lot more announcements. We saw here you can see the Stardust Dragon retrain. There's a retrain for every single ace monster. This is Elemental Hero Shining Flame Wingman, Shining Flare Wingman. The Stardust Dragon retrain. We've got the Utopia retrain. This one looks sick, by the way. I think the Utopia one is awesome. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon is kind of whatever, but that's the thing, right? You're gonna like some of these. Some of these might not be for you. Some of these you're gonna really love. I think some of them are really cool. Here's the Decode Talker retrain, which I hope is a terrible card. Prayed for that one. But then there's even and then there's also retrains for the antagonist monsters, right? We got the Blue Eyes retrain, we got the Crimson Dragon retrain, which has all the 5 dragons on there. You know, we got everyone chilling. The whole gang is here for the Crimson Dragon retrain. We got Cyber End Dragon. The image is kind of small on this one, but it also looks pretty good. And then we have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, as well as Starving Venom Fusion Dragon and Borolo Dragon retrain. So a lot of very promising cards, and we're gonna go over these on a regular stream soon, all of the card effects, because some of them are actually quite powerful. But there's also, let me see if I find it real quick. The not just because this is all so far, this is all new cards, because they do look like the fan favorite, like the ace monsters, but they are actually new cards with new effects. However, they are also starting to apply this over frame break technology to regular cards. You know, there's reprints with this rarity on it. As you can see here, I think the Dominus Purge is the best one out of the bunch, in my opinion. It's also the most powerful card out of these. But a lot of generic cards or archetypal cards, for that matter, are getting retrains. I also saw a Dominus Impulse somewhere, which is basically the same treatment down here, actually. Alongside Underworld Goddess, Magia, Chaos Angel. Like, look, the big news is that we are getting these cards, you know, and I think they are awesome. They are absolutely freaking awesome. A lot of them look insane, especially like it's one thing seeing like the picture, like the PNG of the thing, but then seeing them in person here in this image, look, crazy. Really happy about it. I can't stress that enough. My main wish for this, and this is something that is, we're going to see this in the future, but at the moment, all of this is basically in one pack in the OCG. This is all in something that is called, I think, the Limited Over Collection or something. I don't know the exact name of it. Limit Over Collection, the heroes, and then we also have a Limit Over Collection for the bad guys. I don't know what that one's called. Rivals, I think. I think it's LOCH for heroes and LOCR for rivals. All of those cards are in those packs in the OCG. People are thinking that they might get to the TCG in the rarity collection, which if that's the case, it's probably going to make it the best rarity collection ever. Here's the thing. I predict that this is going to be a banger. So far, you know, with every Yu-Gi-Oh related news, you always find people on the internet that don't like it. And this is also the case here. Some people don't like them, but like, I guess let me know what you think. But the overwhelming majority that I've seen online thought that these cards looked crazy good. And I agree. I think these are going to be a banger. And I think hopefully Konami is going to see how well received these are, because my main wish for these kind of frame break cards is that they do them more often in the future. And I think the most important thing, I can't stress this enough, is that these make their way into the core Yu-Gi-Oh sets, so that we have more chase cards to improve the quality of the core booster sets. Because at the moment, if you look into the past, a lot of the core booster sets vendors are losing money on because they're just not worth what vendors pay for them, I guess. And so this is something that could help this without making the game more expensive to play, because you don't have to play these cards. You know, if there is where is it? If this version of Dominus Impulse exists in the same pack that Dominus Impulse originally released in, then you can have like a cheaper version of Dominus Impulse. They could print Dominus Impulse as a super rare and like a frame break, and the super rare would be cheap, but the box would still be worth it to open because there's the frame break one, right? So that's really what I would like to see. I look, so far I think this is amazing news. They look amazing, and I do think, like, I think the way this usually works is Konami tries something, a certain style of product or a certain style of rarity, and if it's well received, they will keep doing it. And I think in this case, if they do this in like rarity collection or whatever, they will see that this is going to do very well, and then they hopefully will keep doing it. Like they did with the original concept of rarity collection, right? They did rarity collection 1, they saw it was amazing, people loved it, so they do more, obviously. So obviously we don't know that yet, but my prediction is this stuff is going to go hard, people are going to love it, and hopefully it's going to make its way into core booster sets so that everyone benefits from it. All right. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.